Hello and welcome to Joe Marquis Wagers. Today is Monday, August 26th, 2024. Only 10 days left until the kickoff of the NFL regular season. Today I'm going to do a preview of the NFC East. When the teams are good, it is often referred to as the NFC Beast. In the bad years, it is referred to as the NFC Least. Right now, somewhere in between, so we're going to stick with the NFC East. As a reminder, last season the Cowboys finished on top of the division after a late collapse by the Eagles. The Eagles finished in second as a wildcard team. The Giants finished a disappointing 6-11 after making the playoffs the year before. The Commanders finished last, but start this year with a new coach and new expectations. I went through each team's schedule week by week and decided if they were going to win or lose that game. Here is the breakdown for the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys have a brutal stretch on their schedule between weeks 5 through 9, where I think they end up going 0-4. They end up 10-7 and in contention for that final playoff spot. The interesting thing about the Cowboys is all of their off-field issues. They have a lame duck coach, a lame duck QB, wide receiver, and star defensive end. All of them are looking for new deals now with uncertain futures, and that has to play a toll on them throughout the year. The next NFC East team I looked at was the Philadelphia Eagles. The late collapse of the Eagles last year has been well documented. They replaced both coordinators in the offseason with more experienced coaches. As long as last year's collapse was not because of the head coach, I think the Eagles end up winning this division with a record of 12-5. I believe they still have the most talent in the division. In fact, I think if they can manage to win their week one matchup against the Packers at a neutral site, I think they will be the last undefeated team. I made this wager on DraftKings at plus 1700. They have an early bye, and I don't see them losing until week 8 at the Bengals. The division winner wager for the Eagles was at minus 110. The third NFC East team I looked at was the New York Football Giants. The Giants were 6-11 last year, and I don't see them improving this year. They still do not have a quality QB on the roster. Daniel Jones is not the answer. I think Drew Lock ends up getting a couple of starts this year as well. I see the Giants finishing 5-12 and out of the playoffs again this year, and I see them drafting a QB next year in the first round. The last NFC East team is the Washington Commanders. They have a new coach and a new QB. I think the Commanders surprise a few teams in the middle of the season, but I think Daniels needs another year before he takes that big step. So I have the Commanders finishing the year 6-11. The end of their schedule is brutal as they play at the Saints, home against the Eagles, home against the Falcons, and at the Cowboys. I think they end the year on a 4-game losing streak. There are two teams in the NFC East with value on their DraftKings win totals. The Eagles' win total is set at 10.5, and I have them winning 12 games, so I played the over at minus 130. The other win total I played was for the New York Giants. Their win total was set at 6.5 on DraftKings, and I only have them winning 5 games, so I played the under at minus 135. That wraps up my breakdown of the NFC East. The NFC South video will be out in a couple of days. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, Joe Marquis Wagers. If you have already subscribed, thank you, and please share my channel on all of your social media platforms. Good luck on all of your wagers, and in this case, your futures wagers as well. And remember, when it comes to wagering, there is no such thing as a lock. There are only logical, well-reasoned wagers with good value.